Lyricist, composer and arranger of the background music for Disney's Twisted Wonderland as well as its main opening song Piece of My World, debuted as part of the music group Ganashia in 1996. She has composed music for anime and video games such as Magia Record and Period Cube, and has also produced music tracks for a wide range of music artists such as the individual unit Riri Graphics. Actually, I was told not to focus too much on the Disney aspect while composing. I wanted to create the imagery of a fantastical music idol group, but with a touch of villainy. That's how the song was born. I am glad that everyone has accepted it. But I do incorporate imagery that is reminiscent of the world of Disney, such as the theme parks and the parades. There is nothing too specific. It is more of a general atmosphere. There were 11 members, and this was my first time recording with such a large group. Everyone had a wonderful awareness and sense of rhythm. Kiharu-san, the main vocalist, has a husky, straightforward voice with good pitch. Mori-san has a rich, romantic voice. They were able to visualize the worldview depicted in the song through their singing. The other members sang charmingly as well. It's not often you get a recording session with such a lively and good-looking group of people. I composed the background music first. The main theme that plays when the app is launched was the very first track I made. Since the song needs to invite the player to the magical world of villains, I kept the necessity of a dark atmosphere in mind. The track references both the live-action Disney movies Alice in Wonderland and Maleficent. I am given instructions for each song, such as, this one should be full of hope, or, this one is about coming up with a plan, and from that I come up with an idea about what that sounds like. There are also instructions along the lines of, please refer to these works. For example, for the Pomfiore Dorm, I, of course, used the music from Snow White as a reference. For the Fairy Gala I was asked to reference Tinkerbell's song Fly to Your Heart, so I expanded on the imagery that was born from listening to it and tried to paint a world reminiscent of Ireland, with piccolos and flutes. The piano is often involved. I pick up on phrases that come forth while running my fingers along the keys. But in the case of digital-sounding music such as that of Ignihide Dorm, I sometimes play around on a synthesizer first and expand upon ideas from there. Sometimes I start with drums. In many cases, I also start from looking at the illustrations. I love both anime and manga, and sometimes music comes from just looking at illustrations of different characters. The rhythmic tracks take the most time to compose. The timing of when the notes need to be tapped is decided by the developers, so I never know how they will turn out. Sometimes I will be trying a newly released rhythmic game and be caught by surprise by how my music has been used and how difficult it turned out to be. Yes. I complete everything at home on synthesizers, then move to the studio for recordings, with certain parts getting re-recorded with live instruments. I integrate drums, bass, guitars, flutes, saxophones, strings, etc. Yes. I am often singing the choruses in the music. I sing the chorus in the House Warden battles and the bewitching chorus that comes in after the music box version of the main theme on the album screen. It's great fun. When a rhythmic game is too difficult, all I can think is, I'm so sorry, everyone, and I try my best, but I get stuck, too. At first glance I was most interested in Idia. I like the gap between how cool he looks and how he's a complete introvert. Recently, I have become interested in the headmaster. He annoys me sometimes, though. I am intrigued by his play acting. And then there is Grimm. He does stir up trouble, but he never goes too far. I hope there will be a lot of merchandise. I don't think so. But the one that I had the most empathy with was Jamil from Scarabia Dorm. As the story progressed, I found myself thinking, I know that feeling, and he resonated with me. It might be fun for people to try and guess what movies I had in mind when I was creating certain songs. For example, I had the live-action Alice in Wonderland movie in mind when composing for Riddle's Overblot scene, but no one realized it. Not even the production team. The themes and rhythmics for both Savannah Dorm and Scarabia Dorm were, yes. I did not use any of the melodies from the movies, but I did refer to my favorite song, Arabian Nights, and the Nance Inganyama part of Circle of Life. Yes. I love the bewitching Aladdin, and how fun its songs are. I was shocked by Maleficent, which changed my view of villains entirely. I also like Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, also because it is bewitching and the parts that pull at your heartstrings. I have collected a lot of Jack Skellington merchandise. Thank you for all the enthusiastic feedback on SNS. Everyone's encouragement is what keeps me going. I am so happy to hear that there are people learning to play the songs by ear. I think Twst can make you feel like you're at Disneyland without ever leaving your home. That's how I feel when I write songs for it. If you have never tried the game, I would be happy if you could try approaching it as if it's another Disney theme park.